that we have come to share with you. Then we have Councillor Mary, we have Councillor Henry Kyarimpa, we have come to share with you this big time that we have come to share with you. First of all, we have come to share with you the updates since November 2023, when there will be a visual presentation. We would like to present to you the challenges that we are facing now. Challenges that we are facing now, for which we would like your intervention, actually, and see how you can help us in this. So allow me ask Dr. Limlim to begin our presentation, but I think we shall begin with the video presentation. Also, Your Excellency, we have come with a report, integral report of what KAPATU has been through, and I would like to ask Councillor Severino to present these reports to you. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
14 up to 2023, when 2014, Your Excellency, up to 2023, when you laid the foundation stone in Karamoja, and Your Excellency, this is the report. It is Your Excellency, this report is an 809 and where we're going to this. It details also the contribution that we have received all through. Whoever has made a contribution is detailed here and what we have achieved, and Your Excellency, it's my pleasure to present it to you. Signed by Bishop Dominic, Bishop Daniel Buzetti, and the chairman of the board of directors for the Catholic Society International, who is in Indianapolis, United States. Your Excellency, I'm also glad to present to you an audit report. Your Excellency, as you remember, last year, His Excellency the President gave us committed to give us 5 billion, but the initial amount that was given was 10 billion. We have utilized it, and we, in respect to compliance with management of public affairs, accountability, and so on, we hired external auditors working with original auditors, and we'd like to account as to how we have used those funds. And Your Excellency, this is our report. I am also glad, Your Excellency.
Conscious of your time, Your Excellency, we have shrunk it with your team. Thank you. We are proud of the 25 minutes that we have. But the team is
and where we think within the framework of the national NDP4, within that framework, where we should be going with the Karamoja Peace and Technology University. Your Excellency, it shows Karamoja Peace and Technology University as a special purpose vehicle and a turnkey that responds to all the problems that the government has been trying to respond to in Karamoja. And Your Excellency, it focuses on the vision of the President as captured in point number 82B of the NRA 10-point program. So this is the foundation document that we have that basically sets the pace for this documentary to help us to understand. And Your Excellency, we have achieved quite tremendously to the point that where we are, if we were allowed today by the National Council for Education, we would start teaching tomorrow. That's where we are. So in terms of what the achievements that the President can count on now for Karamoja, it is this university that he has promised, and it is there, and it can be seen, and it begins to work. And with abundance of commitment in terms of resources. First of all, from him and from other international donors. So we are really a team which is ready to demonstrate that for the first time, NRM wants to resolve the Karamoja question once and for all. We are most obliged, Your Excellency.
Can we go on with something else? We can ask our chair.
Happened, and we would like to report that the meeting was in Kotido. It was attended by religious leaders from all the religions in Karamoja and outside Karamoja. We had delegations from the districts of Karamoja, all the 9 districts, all the elders, the leadership of Karamoja, traditional leaders were there, the political leaders of Karamoja were there. We had the Ateker groups coming from Turkana and South Sudan, they were there. The ambassador of Ethiopia to Uganda represented the interests of the Ateker group in Ethiopia. And we had also partners coming from outside Uganda. They came in and graced the occasion, and it was such a marvelous occasion for the people of Karamoja. The beauty about this occasion of Thanksgiving was that it acted as an advocacy moment to unveil the project of the university to the people of Karamoja in a much more concrete manner and in a way in which they understand it, so that we could get support for the university. And the people of Karamoja expressed their support for this university. The elders were saying they would even be among the very first few graduates of this university. I had never seen, Your Excellency, the people of Karamoja so vibrant about education like that time when we were unveiling this university. They felt it was such a big gift of the President to the people of Karamoja. Fortunately, Your Excellency, this event also occurred at the time of very high political season. So the people of Karamoja in that time said, because of this university project, we will support the President of Uganda in the next election. And as you know very well, Karamoja went forward and was #1 in voting in terms of the percentage. And they got 92.4%, which was really the right expression of their goodwill to the government because of this university and many other gifts that the President has given. After that, we hosted what we call the verification committee of the National Council for Higher Education. And this verification committee is a standard requirement of the National Council before any university is given a provisional license. They come to verify the infrastructure, they come to verify for themselves the actual climate, if it is really fitting for the university to take place in that location. And this follows a vetting exercise which we have taken place here in Kampala, and the vetting exercise was also to agree on what was submitted to the portal of the National Council for Higher Education. We could say, Madam, Your Excellency, that we have not received a negative report. Instead, we have gotten a very good feedback from the National Council for Higher Education that the university infrastructure is adequate, and we only had, I think, one issue of the library, which we are dealing with them, together with the ICT location. So that was very successful in terms of the steps we needed to undertake. Subsequently, we have held a meeting with the National Council for Higher Education in respect of our application for a provisional license to start teaching. And we obtained a lot of guidance from the National Council. The issues they raised were around governance and some aspects of the land ownership, which they wanted us to clarify. We have addressed those in our response. We are drafting our response. We are hoping that this response will be provided. Now, because of that, we missed the board meeting of March. We had hoped that would be the March board meeting so that we could be given a provisional license. They asked us to provide these responses so that we could make it for the April meeting. There's an April board meeting, and we would like to express that we really want to have KAPATU considered in the agenda for the April meeting. We have since conducted staff appraisal. We are trying to clean up our staff complement to make sure that we have the right amount of staff for the stage in which we are in of the university project. Again, this was as a result of the recommendations also of the National Council for Higher Education. We have proceeded with the furnishing the offices and the classrooms as well as the boardrooms in the university itself. Your Excellency, when you go to the university now, you will see a library that is top of the range. A wonderful library with both the physical and the electronic resources. And it is really one of those that I think it's the first time Karamoja has had, because we are having the university also for the first time. So we are very happy that the university has reached this level. We have also had some, what we call the restructuring of the staff as a result of the fact that we would like to make sure that the staff is fully aligned to the right stage of the university progress, the university project as it is called right now. Again, I think you have heard from our Chairman of Council that we have conducted a financial audit, and this financial audit shows how much we are committed to accountability, both of the public resources, but also of what we are supposed to do, the results, not just finances. So we have got an audit report by an independent auditor, and we hope that this will show that we have been prudent and also very much accountable for the public resources. We've continued to do our buildings, because as you know, what we have are temporary. In terms of transition, they are transient structures. We are finishing our administrative block. When you next come to the headquarters of your university, you will be very happy to see an edifice of a good administrative block. It's now at about, I think, 50%. We hoped that by Easter, we should be able to ask the President and you to come and see and open for us so that we can start using. This is part again of our seriousness to make sure that this project works. We've since submitted the budget of KAPATU to the Parliamentary Committee on Education. We have the indication that it was really well appreciated. It received a very overwhelming support from the political leadership of the country, and we know that it is in line with your leadership, you and the President, saying that Karamoja must have a university to unlock the potential of that region to accelerate its progress. We've continued to put our tools of advocacy together, and I think today you will see one of them called the documentary, which is helping us to show when we are not there in the presence of many stakeholders, they can see for themselves what KAPATU is about and how KAPATU can be a solution for Karamoja and the future of the people of Ateke. We have initiated discussions with the TVET Council. As you know, the university we are going to run in Karamoja is going to be a very special university. It's going to be a university that's not just one among the many. It's a solution, it is adjunct, it is really one that will sort out the issue of Karamoja. One of the issues is the lack of skilled population in Karamoja. We have a young population ready to move, but they are not skilled. So we have initiated discussions with the TVET Council to see how we could run programs within our university once we have the license. Lastly, we have also established a police post because of the security issues. We've been able to establish a police post in the university, and when you go there, Your Excellency, you will feel the people are in very stable condition. They feel happy and secure to learn and to continue the journey of the university in Karamoja. Your Excellency, the Bishop, who's our president of the university team, mentioned some challenges. We'd like to break down these challenges. Number one is that we feel that there has been some delay in getting the provisional license. In our perspective, we should have been there in the March board meeting. February was supposed to be the meeting, but because of the elections and others, we were put for the March. The March meeting, we did not reach for it. We think that we should reach for the March meeting, for the April meeting. Therefore, our appeal to you and the President is to enable us to get this provisional license in April. They have asked us 3 issues. 1, governance and ownership. We have clarified those very, very well in our response. And we shall provide this response to you as well, because there is nothing which is difficult to outline when it comes to the governance and ownership of this university. They have asked us to explain about the land ownership. We have also prepared a very good response about the land ownership. As you know, the land is owned by the church, but the university is also owned by the church, as it is now. So there is no contradiction, there is no fear. We sense that the team at the National Council needs to be given the confidence that there is no threat to the land, and that the university will continue to have land and nobody will remove the land from the university. And we'd like to emphasize this point. The bishop has done it, and in our response we have also made it so. Thirdly, they have asked us to provide additional information about the infrastructure, particularly the laboratory for teaching ICT. That one again, we have made a very, very good presentation in response, and we think that we should be able to satisfy the National Council for Higher Education. But we need your view, we need your voice, we need the voice of the President to say that Karamoja is far behind Uganda, 139 years behind. We should run, we should give it a university because they are ready for it. It is something that everything else left can be done ahead of us in future. Also, the fact that you have agreed as the government to establish this as a public university needs to be commenced, but only after we have given the university a provisional license to operate and to welcome students and run programs. So we have this particular issue, which we wanted as a challenge to put before you, and we'd like your response and your intervention. The second challenge is accessing resources. Your Excellency, the President gave KAPATU 30 billion, and this financial year we accessed 10 billion in two tranches. First 3 billion and then 7 billion subsequently. Again, we faced a bit of challenges in getting these resources, particularly stemming from the Home Ministry of Education. We hope that this time around, the 20 billion which is left can be provided to KAPATU. We had agreed that last year it will be put in the supplementary. The Ministry of Education did not put it in the supplementary. We would like to request that this time, under the main budget of 2026-2027, that we should put the KAPATU resources there. We need your intervention, Your Excellency, in this regard, and we hope that you would understand that these resources are required at this primordial stage of the university. The inclusion of KAPATU, therefore, in the budget of 26-27 is a very, very, very big requirement. So far, we have gone the limits of ensuring that it is there by the Committee of Education, and also has been presented to plenary, and it was welcome. We hope, Your Excellency, you will put your voice to this and make KAPATU access these resources. The Bishop is coming with a request that the government, especially you and the President, consider a bridging finance for KAPATU between now and August, when the resources could be available. And we are requesting for a 10 billion for the staff, continuing the building, and also furniture and equipment, and ICT requirements in the university. This is where the Bishop would like to appeal to the President and you, our Vice President, to consider a small bridging finance of 10 billion before we could get the other financing. These were the major challenges we would like to report to you, and we would like, Madam Vice President, that you consider these challenges as you deem fit. Thank you very much.
Where we are, highlighting key developments. So the launch that you participated at, the laying of the foundation stone that you also participated at, representing this to the President, to the unveiling is all captured, but also it captures the voices of the people of Karamoja, and especially the young people who are yearning to have this university open.
Thank you very much, Lord Bishop, and the whole delegation for this special meeting again, deliberating on the issue of the establishment of KAPATU by law. I want to congratulate you for the work so far done, which is on record. It's not a rumor, but it is written and signed. A clear demonstration that the vision of the KAPATU is coming to fruition on a case-by-case basis, as we discussed in our earlier meetings, which we conducted here in this office, then also at State House with Mama, and some also with His Excellency the President. I congratulate the team for the work so far done. And thank you for extending to me these reports. These reports will help me as a very strong advocate of KAPATU to enter higher offices, specifically the office of His Excellency the President and also the one of Mama, to continue attracting their attention and involving them in this journey which we have worked together with them so that we come to a conclusion, especially on the issue of National Council for Higher Education, but also the budget. When we met last, we all agreed that the university cannot be established overnight. We know that there are stages which are followed for any university to be established. And one of those stages which I shared with you is a community to express the need for the university, which, according to our understanding, is already a stage which is 100% achieved. Because the stakeholders from Karamoja of all levels, those that are Karachuna, those that went to school earlier, those that are technocrats in government ministries, departments and agencies, and all the population of Karamoja are in unison that the idea of the establishment of KAPATU is very welcome. And therefore, we are one, that stage is complete. Then the second stage is a stage where the community approaches government through the responsible ministry, and that is the Ministry of Education and Sports. That stage is work in progress. You are now part of the community of Karamoja, including me, who are approaching government through the Ministry of Education, that there is need. There is need. And why is there a need? The title of the university speaks for itself. The university is supposed to answer the needs of the people. And the most immediate need, according to the title of the university, is peace. The second, technology, that's skills, to align the youth of Karamoja and all the people of Karamoja with what other youth are doing in other regions. And also to, as the documentary was saying, to disarm the Karamojans ideologically, the Karachuna ideologically, those who still have interest in stealing. So the stage of consultation involves the community to approach government, then that stage of the government, the second stage of government is to recommend to the is to request the ministry, the National Council for Higher Education, to compile a report to advise again the government through the Ministry of Education on the way forward in light of the request of the community. And that's why Professor Kwakol and her team are very fundamental stakeholders in this engagement that we are in. Once they complete their report and make their recommendations to the minister, then the minister gets empowered to draft a motion which she will present to Parliament. And once Parliament adopts the motion, then the final steps is done by the minister, and that is signing the instrument, the legal instrument, which will also enhance the process of the president drafting the charter and signing it and extending it to KAPATU. So what I can say is that we are moving in the right direction. And I want to give you motivation that we are in the right step. I want to give you motivation that we are working in line with the procedures which are already established. We are not diverted in any way. And we have been as consultative as possible. In the last ceremony, which was held in Kotido, I shared with Bishop when we got a chance to meet in Soroti some time back, that His Excellency the President, who was supposed to be the guest of honor, with Mama, and I also did not show up. And the council here was very disappointed. He was sending me text messages which I could not describe in the meeting, in this meeting. I struggled, as I told you, from a bishop, to get in touch with the Mama and Mzee, and I got blamed. What I think we need to do is to continue having consensus, because what transpired is that His Excellency the President got a brief that there is not yet complete consensus between us, the Ministry of Education, and National Council for Higher Education. That's why we did not show up in that last ceremony. I told you our side, but I can freely tell this meeting because it's not a secret. It's not a secret. And in a big project like this, building consensus is not an overnight. And moving one step ahead and then one behind, another one in front like that is not a new thing in a big project like this. So I would strongly recommend that we secure another appointment with His Excellency the President and Mama, and we go again and make our presentation, and then we hear from His Excellency the President, who is a visitor. Remember, he is the one who will make the final document, which will make KAPATU to be part of the Universities and Other Tertiary Institutions Act. So I am not here to discourage you, but I am here to say that the challenges notwithstanding, the vision is what we have interest in. Our mission is what we have interest in. The logical conclusion is what our interest is. As we continue implementing the stages of this program, I want also to appreciate all of you. You have participated in issues to do with the recovery of Karamoja, the transformation of Karamoja, from the time of, from NASA. It was there in that document of the 10-point program involving Karamoja and making Karamoja part of Uganda in terms of socio-economic transformation. You have done so many programs of yourself, personally, directly. OWC, you have done so many programs. Lord Bishop, when I visited you, I saw you with so many people, food security and hunger, fighting hunger and ensuring food security. The government is still having that approach of having a multifaceted mechanism of resolving the challenges affecting the Karamoja people. The biggest one being the establishment of infrastructure. I'm happy I saw some tarmac roads there, electricity, and also the establishment of factories, and most importantly also those programs of livelihood, wealth creation, and jobs. It is very important in this meeting for us to always remember that those programs are connected to our project. And it is very clear that when you do the wealth creation project, someone can do his business, but assuming he doesn't know how to count money, assuming he doesn't know even how to keep money in the bank, he doesn't even know how to sign. And that's why this project of ours becomes a fundamental tool to complement those other projects. And I know there are secondary schools in Karamoja, some few skills development schools in Karamoja, but an institution which we're discussing, KAPATU, is not in Karamoja. It's going to be the first of its kind. And it will motivate the learners from primary, secondary, through to those who are in technical institutions to have an attitude of completing school. Because they will know that when they complete school, they have another avenue available around home where they can complete another cycle. Like O1 to P7, S1 to S4, S5 to S6. Then those that want to go through the university will also see, and they will be having a very big dream of having university education from within home. It is not that we are preaching sectarianism, but government now is prioritizing having a public university in every region. It is not for sectarianism reasons. We still allow a student to cross from one region to another, but that is if they can afford. But our statistics still show that it is still a struggle for parents to enable children to cross from one region to another to access a level of education which they would otherwise want their children to access. So that means that this project will exactly answer the explanation given by one of the students in the documentary, that you go and study in Jambu, the hostel is 1.5 million, higher than the tuition, about feeding, about transport. So you realize that what we are talking about, if it is put in real statistics, when we go to MCCJ, I think you need to put some of those in statistics. For instance, if someone is studying in Soweto University, maybe you can give an example here in Kampala, then maybe Gulu and also Barara. You get the statistics. So it will also help us to strengthen our arguments when we are speaking to His Excellency President, who is a visitor of the universities. And for the case of Karamoja, it is a very special case because of the history, because of the terrain, the climate, and all those issues which are taking place in Karamoja, which are still taking place in Karamoja. So the projects which government is implementing in Karamoja under the whole of government approach should be supported by KAPATU, and we should find a way of being linked with them, so that even as we speak with students in the classroom, they should be aware about those other projects, and they should know that it is a whole of government approach. The university education is linked to those projects, because we also don't want to produce again students who will think that they are now different from others. They should continue knowing that even after getting university education, they are part of the community, and they are a solution. Actually, they are supposed to be a solution. On the issue of budget, the challenge of the budget, that is also an issue, which is not very difficult because His Excellency pronounced himself on 30 billion. We have got so far, according to the presentation, 10 billion. The remaining 20 billion, I will check with the PSST. I'll check with the PSST and see how we can release it so that the teams can continue doing the work, as consultations also continue going on. The provisional license, I will also speak to Professor Kwarakol, and I think that Professor Kwarakol will be waiting for a directive from the visitor to the university. So that meeting with the visitor, which I am proposing, is very crucial. And I'm going to struggle to make sure that we do it before the end of this quarter.
Yes.
If it can be ready before the end of this quarter. I don't know where the issue is coming from.
The 23rd.
The 23rd. Okay, so we should look for a way of having it after 23rd. Somewhere after around 24th or 25th. So I will tell you the feedback when I get the date from Florida. But all the issues which are not yet resolved are manageable issues.
Yes.
And they should not stress you. Don't lose your sleep. We are going to work on all of them together. We started very well. I can see when you are adding more very versatile members to the team. I have seen the media who even was presenting the documentary. Where did you get that good Mwangusha? When I was Minister of Education, he hosted me in his radio. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yes, during the strikes. He just invited me, he didn't ask for money, he didn't know those things of airtime, what. He said, you come, we want you to come here and explain to the public about this strike of salary increase. And I went there with Fajil Mandi, and he treated us very well. He was a very good person. So we will keep on having teams, keep on adding more members of the teams as we move on. And I like the quality of the people that you always speak. Other teams who are always not coming here, members who are very, very senior members of the government, but they are doing very big, they are making very big progress in this project, like the Honorable Razi, the General Salim Saleh. When you meet them, please send my regards to them. When I meet them also, I will send my regards to them. But they are doing also a very big job, and even if they are not always in our meetings, but they are making fundamental progress and helping us and supporting us. I am very hopeful that we will have a complete interventions on all those projects, stages. We shall have them expeditiously, I think, on time. We shall have them. But thank you for the documentary. It will also help us to advertise the work so far done. I thank the person who thought about making the documentary, and also the teams that made it, to help us to also expose the work so far done, and also the vision for the region, the Ateker group from Jagatong, South Sudan, the Turkana. It will help also those people to disarm, because cross-border raids are also a challenge. If we say that the Karamoja non-stops cattle rustling, they will keep asking us, how about the Turkana? How about the Tobacco? When they cross, how shall we protect ourselves? So this is a very important institution that will attract also those people, since the location is near there, and they will be able to quickly copy. They will quickly copy from what is happening in Karamoja, and then you will see that Turkana now is also settled and peaceful, also South Sudan, and so on and so forth. So thank you very much. Meeting again. Thank you, Bishop, for standing very, very firmly and leading the team in the establishment of the facility.
Then it go to the president through you. So it will be forwarded.
I'm going to forward them to Musée.
Yes, Your Excellency.
But I need 2 sets, because one to Musée, one to Mama.
Yes.
Your Excellency will send to your office one from Zeri,
And one for me.
one for yourself, and one for Mama.
Yes. So I need 3 sets of this.
Yes, yes, Your Excellency. So, Your Excellency, one of the major challenges that we have met is dealing with the bureaucracy. We come from the private sector and we are normally interested in results. But the private sector is interested in both processes and results. And when we have set a target that we would like to achieve, sometimes the processes take us to delay it. So that is one of them, Your Excellency.
So, but as I said earlier, all these issues in my view are very tiny issues, which can be resolved in that meeting which I am proposing with His Excellency the President.
Yes.
Thank you.
That is what we do.
Exactly.
So that we don't go.
Yes.
And
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I have no example of that. I have no way. I think that I have followed
So what we say here, we discuss and share. And I think this is important. So humbly accept our gratitude to you for having given us this chance. When you told me that, immediately I informed the teams in place, our Mama is ready to meet us. Let us organize ourselves as I was passing by these days. Secondly, you have really given us very good mood to get out on what is going on. More so, high expectations of meeting His Excellency and Mama. This is really what we have been also discussing. Would it be possible one day that together we meet and also we give on our side the feedback of this project that we have been journeying together with them? Because maybe some other information is being given to them wrongly about us. But this evidence that you have, we have brought to you to take to them, I think will clarify some of these wrong informations. And I think this will also help facilitate our rapport with one another. So we look forward to that engagement, also sharing with them, because that project also they are in it. Yeah. So personal regards to them, our appreciation for the support so far given. We don't take for granted the 10 billion he has given, all the supporting documents that have been given us. We don't take any of them for granted. And mostly we don't take it for granted that each time you give us your time, it is something precious. Yes. So we had also come with a letter that I would ask you to present to His Excellency. It's a letter that is about first of all, congratulating him for the last success in the last elections, and also highlighting the challenge that our chairman has presented about. The 10 were given, how about the 20? Is there a way to help us to have this? Or even as I am requesting, if something can be given to us in the meantime to help us complete our activities, if it is possible. Maybe 20 might take long, but within these 6 months, is it possible to help me so that we sustain the project going on? Thank you very much. Just with this, we can conclude. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, Lord our God, you have blessed us by your presence, you have blessed us with good generations. May all that you are blessing us with bear fruit to us, to bless our sister, Her Excellency Rose Epel, bless our President, bless our Minister of Education, all the leadership of Uganda, that all may work for the progress and development of your people. Guide us, O Lord, and uplift us where we fall. Give us also the heart of forgiveness where we have been injured. But let us always fight for the great cause, the promotion of humanity according to your heart. Bless all the participants in this meeting and all those who think and support us in this project, that it may bring a success. We ask only through Christ our Lord. Amen. And the Almighty God bless us all, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
They know how to handle things to the public. Our